and a high majority, as Lou Williams nails that to tie it up, will say that it's their favorite place to play because of the fans and the atmosphere. And there could be some truth to that, Clyde.
Yeah, so they always get psyched up for the Garden.
But I have a feeling this group, as Burks, nice jumper off the dribble, this particular group and the way Tom Thibodeau has them playing would so fire up the fans, and the fans, I think, would inspire them more than inspire the visitors.
Because they give 100%. You know, the Garden crowd, if you give it 100%, they know the nuances. The team is not championship caliber, but they are rebuilding. So if you work hard, they're going to support you. So good effort now by George to get to the free throw line. Leonard has been a frequent visitor there. Now George looking for two.
Gibson the foul. You know, last year in the bubble, Paul George had some great games, but he had some real struggles, and especially in that series against Denver down the stretch. And he was very candid and honest. He talked about being in the bubble. He said, I checked out. I was in a dark place. I underestimated the mental health. And he admitted he had a lot of anxiety, and he had some depression too. That's not an easy thing for a pro athlete to talk about. We've mentioned Kevin Love and DeMar DeRozan, how brave they've been in discussing that publicly, dealing with mental health issues. George did the same thing last year.
Yep. He's a California guy out of Fresno State, is George.
Quickly, way outside, three-pointer won't go. Rebound to Williams. Williams Toppin is in the game.
Yeah, Williams previously switching the three ball. He can get hot in a hurry.
As can that man, Lou Williams. Pass inside, stolen by Burks. Throws it ahead to Taj Gibson. Gibson, several dribbles. I was going to say almost one too many. Quickly fakes, gets Zubats out of the way. There's the floater, and there's the first bucket.
That play is automatic for this guy, folks. If you come here early, that's what he's working on. Dribble penetration and the three balls, so getting tangible results.
George, step back inside the arc. Boy, his shooting has been just superb. 51% from the field, 47 from three. He's in the top 10 in percentage.
He's trying to do the 50-40-90, Mike.
Yep.
Got an opportunity.
He's 91 from the line.
Yep. Rivers dancing now.
Nice move on Zubats. Kicks it out to Burks. Burks fires away. That one's short.
Look at that lackadaisical again. The Clippers are looking at the ball. Let's take a look at George, folks. 6'9", just signed a new 4-year deal. Stopping and popping right there, 18 feet away.
4 years was $190 million.
Said, how many games did he miss with the COVID? He and Leonard, they missed 2 games.
Yeah, they played Friday night. They missed the first 2 games of this 6-game road trip, but they didn't have the virus, but it was contract tracing that kept them out. Lou Williams, there's his floater. Williams and quickly, the veteran showing the rookie he can do it as well.
I mentioned Williams only averaging 9 points. That's 5 now. So
Clippers have regained the lead. And Taj Gibson's getting some early minutes. Burks short, but follows his shot and gets another offensive rebound.
Action right in front of the Knicks bench. So Knicks moving and grooving, but they got to put points on the board.
There's only 4 to shoot. Quickly realizes that, gets inside, stripped but fouled by Lou Williams. And first free throws of the afternoon for Emmanuel Quickly.
Let's take a look at Quickly's one of his idols. And there's the floater that Quickly has perfected. Very similar. So this time Quickly drawing the foul against Williams. So he's at the line for 2.
Well, Quickly obviously a rookie. Lou Williams in his 16th year in the league.
Still looks the same. We mentioned like Jamal Crawford. Crawford was around for a long time.
It really is unbelievable.
They made the quantum leap from high school. Only a 2nd-round pick, Mike. I was surprised coming out of high school.
Yep.
Down in Georgia. Dwight Howard in there. Dwight Howard was the #1 pick overall.
Lou Williams' rookie year averaged 1.9 points per game. 2nd year, he played in the G League a bunch. And then has developed into, as we mentioned, the highest scoring bench player in NBA history. Terrence Mann drives on Quickly, gets inside, Quickly fouls him. as the rookie picks up his first personal.
Too much hacking and whacking now by the Knicks sending these guys to the line. So previously George there, Leonard, now Mann looking for 2.
Terrence Mann, who was born in Brooklyn but grew up in Lowell, Massachusetts, a second-round pick out of Florida State, playing in his second year. Connects on the first. Time for the trivia question, brought to you by Cadillac. Quickly, currently averaging 11.6 off the bench. Which Knicks rookie had the highest points per game off the bench? Tweet your answer to #CadillacTrivia. And hits a pair. On the bench out there for the Knicks. All the starters resting right now. Quickly looking, finds Obi Toppin. Toppin with a 3-pointer. You look at like Toppin's shot, the arc, and then you look at a Kawhi Leonard. It's like a line drive. Lou Williams, he's got the stroke. Williams off the bench with 7 points, and it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, Lou in the zone, getting it on now.
Alec Burks floats it up and in for his second field goal.
Yeah, Burks had been misfiring, but hustling down rebounds. Able to capitalize that time.
You know, 1 o'clock start on the East Coast is tough for a West Coast team, but the Clippers have been on the East Coast for almost a week now. This is the 4th game of a 6-game trip. They still play Brooklyn and Cleveland, and a loose ball foul is going to be called on Taj Gibson.
Zerback doing a good job over his back. It looked like it should have been an offensive foul.
So 2 on Gibson. 3 team fouls against the Knicks. Clippers will inbound as Mitchell Robinson will come in for Gibson.
You mentioned Harrell no longer there, Mike, the 6th Man of the Year recipient, Zerback, but they think Ibaka has given them more because he can spread the court. Those 2 guys can't. They are more interior players. Ibaka also protects the rim.
Ibaka's been a good addition for them. Zubac is also a good skilled offensive man. Morris tries a 3. That won't go. Burks, the weak side rebound. Toppin was calling for it. Now gets it.
Previously misfired on the 3-ball.
Quickly again. Guarded by Lou Williams. Gets to the foul line. Back out to Burks. Burks, a nice open look. That's good. That's the Knicks' 3rd 3-pointer. And they've tied the game.
Yeah, Burks started to percolate now.
Rivers guarding Williams. Nice screen set by Zubac. Pass inside. And a foul on the pass will go against the Knicks. That's a 4th team foul with 7:15 remaining.
Let's take a look at the neophyte in his sagacity. Finding an open shooter that time as he penetrates. Burks the recipient. So now the Knicks no more folly. They can't foul anymore. 7:15 remaining.
That foul was on Emmanuel Quickly. That's his 2nd. Robinson the rebound.
Good job by Burks not creating a foul that time.
Quickly. There's the signature floater once again. 2nd one here today, and the Knicks back up by 2.
He's like a machine with that play, like he's programmed to get into the paint.
It is so fun to watch. George spins against Mitchell Robinson, block shot, but Zubac's right there to tip it in.
Yeah, good quantum leap by Zubac with the left hand.
And Lou Williams commits the foul, slow things down. I think he wanted a timeout, which we have in a tie game.
So having skill is really important. So just having that floater that I could, use over big man is really vital. I feel like pretty much every guard needs it, and just using it when I feel like it's necessary. Trying to add other elements of to my game that I can use, but floater's been a real big piece of my game. So just continuing to sharpen that.
Well, as he said, he's not the most explosive athlete, but the word elusive is one that I've seen describe him many times, and it's perfect. He's elusive and gets open to shoot that floater.
And the coach calls him smart, Mike. So he's very clever. We saw that previously creating for his teammates. We see that when he uses that little play along the sideline. And there.
How about that?
Paying homage to one of his heroes.
Lou Williams, by the way, around the league has tremendous respect. Williams now guarding Burks. Toppin, little floater. And he got hit. So Obi Toppin is going to go to the line. He's only taken 5 free throws this year in his 10 games that he's played.
I'm surprised the Clippers haven't used Morris to try to go against Toppin.
He did guard him a couple of times.
Yeah, they're not doing any ISO, so Toppin creating off the dribble.
I'm sure he was talking to him every second that he was on with him. The Morris twins can be irritants. They love to get into guys' heads. And watching or being around Marcus Morris last year for that half season was at the light. I mean, he's such a competitor, but he's one of those veterans that loves to share what he knows about the game and experience. He likes to give back and be mentor to younger players.
Well, we saw that, Mike, during the introduction with the players, how everyone was coming up to him, greeting him with a lot of love and respect.
Now, he's not supposed to do that right now. The protocols say, none of that fraternizing with the hugs before or after the game. Knicks, meanwhile, have hit all 9 of their free throws. Lou Williams, that one in and out. Zubac, the rebound, back up with a slam.
Zubac, the 7-footer, bounding and astounding.
Quickly draws the foul, nearly banks it in as Terrence Mann let him get in front of him.
And he continues to get away with this particular move. All of these teams scout each other, so they have to have the scouting report on quickly. Right now, they can't deny his forays in the paint. And this particular move to get to the free throw line.
And they're going to give it to him. Quickly walked right to the line. He's had a bunch of plays where he's tried to draw fouls where they have not put him at the line.
He doesn't really have a jumper. The floater is his jump shot. The floater is his jump shot, and then he has the 3-ball. So watch how he's going to elude the player, then jump into him as the momentum of man takes him into quickly.
One of the other things you love to hear, Clyde, his teammates have talked about how hard he plays. When you've got your veteran teammates and other teammates, mentioning about a rookie boy, this kid plays hard, you're doing the right thing to get respect.
Well, that's his game, Mike. He averages 11 points in like 18 minutes. So he's a prolific type of player, and that's his game. Continuously getting into the paint. That's what I like.
Ooh, a missed free throw. He hit his first 4. Leonard on the pull-up. Zubac's creating havoc, but he deflected out of bounds.
Leonard missing shots. Normally he gets down with no problem. Looking a little tired out there right now.
R.J. Barrett back in with Randall, Robinson, Burks, and Quickly. And another defensive 3 seconds called against Zubac, so another one-shot technical. They had to have gotten a memo because I haven't seen 3 of these called in one game all season. Teron Lou's wondering.
Yeah, Randall has been a perpetrator. Now he's looking to capitalize. So,
well, Quickly's on the floor, but Randall shooting the free throw and misses. I don't know.
Yep.
Well, he's certainly not going to go to Julius Randle and say, I'm shooting.
Right.
By the way, the officials, that happens during the course of the year. They're obviously constantly monitored and how calls are going. And often, if the head of officials feels that they're not calling something enough, they'll let the whole crew know, hey, we need to keep an eye on that. That could be the case with these defensive 3 seconds. Quickly gets inside. A little double pump shot is good. 10 points in 10 minutes off the bench. The Knicks are up by 4.
That's what he does. Proliferation.
Reggie Jackson back in for L.A. Lou Williams finds Morris. Morris likes that corner 3 and rattles it in. Back to a 1-point game.
Knicks have had good continuity, spontaneity on the offense.
And Barrett is fouled. Boy, Barrett is strong, Clyde.
Yeah, he uses that strength off the dribble. But this is Morris. A belated attempt by Randall to get out and deny him as Morris cans the 3-ball and RJ at the line to shoot.
Barrett had 8 points in the first quarter.
And again, the Knicks have been penetrating at will. No Ibaka out there.
Barrett's already had 20 points or more 9 times this season in the first 20 games. Last year in the entire season, that was 56 games, obviously a shortened season. He did it 13 times.
Now he's on Leonard. Leonard looking to post up Barrett.
Barrett's got the strength. Does a good job holding him off there. Lou Williams kicks it out in the corner. Reggie Jackson falling away. That's good. And that's the 6th three-pointer by the Clippers.
You mentioned they're the best in the league with the 3-ball. 2 consecutive threes from that right corner.
There have not been a lot of teams that have shot over 40% from 3 for a season. It's a long way to go, but as Julius Randle nails another. He's 5 of 7 from the field, 15 points. That's the Knicks 4-3.
Starting to get a pace to the game now.
And Randle went for the Lou Williams fake, one of the best in the game. Clyde, our precision pass of the game presented by Tri Acura.
Take a look at Sweet Lou. Always loosey-goosey off the dribble, drawing a crowd. Finding Jackson with the switch. Previously it was Morris, as Williams got Randle in the air to draw the foul, so he has 1 more free throw.
Bullock back in. Lou Williams averaged a career high 5.5 assists per game last year. But this year, as Clyde mentioned, only averaging 9.4 per game. But here he already has 9 points with 4.5 to go here in the second. He can get hot with the best of them. Barrett finds Bullock. Barrett looking for the screen. Drives right, gets inside, right-handed layup. Boy, what a beautiful move from R.J. Barrett, completely under control.
Swiss cheese defense by the Clippers.
Lou Williams kicks it out in the corner. Leonard, the corner 3. 10 points for Leonard after a slow start.
Yeah, previously they've been feasting in the right side, this time the left.
Payton gets inside, and Elfrid Payton connects on his first field goal.
Now Ibaka is back in the game, but the Knicks are abusing him.
Tell you what, you don't often see the early afternoon games high shooting like this. But that's been the case. Both teams have shot well. Mitchell Robinson tips it to Randle. Knicks at 57%, the Clippers at 53%. Randle trying to draw a foul.
He's holding his shorts.
Randle can't believe there wasn't a whistle.
There should have been a whistle.
Jackson drives on Payton, gets inside. Mitchell Robinson wrapped his arms around him, no call. And then they call a foul on Patterson. That looked like, from up at our broadcast location, boy, did that seem like there was a foul.
A lot of mauling going on. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. Knicks caught a break there.
Almost decapitated the man.
I think he did it deliberately so he wouldn't get a shot off. Patterson picks up his first, and Payton hits the free throw.
This is DraftKings, the land of million-dollar opportunity. We've been making millionaires all year. Don't sleep on your shot for 7 figures. Join over 140 players who have already cashed in $1 million. Download the app, try it for free, and make it rain.
Knicks, though, overall 14 of 17 from the free throw line.
And George and Leonard, first time they've been on the court together
Since the start, yeah.
Leonard missing easy shots.
Well, Leonard just methodically gets to where he wants to go and lays it up and in.
A defiant Leonard that time would not be denied.
Payton guarded by Reggie Jackson. Leonard bumping R.J. Barrett. 7 on the 24. Payton gets into the paint. Floaters up. Shot no good. And Mitchell Robinson got shoved from behind. A loose ball foul is going to go against the Clippers, and they're in the penalty.
Let's take a look at Kawhi, the all-star, perennial all-star. Going between the 4 Knicks to
relationship. he genuinely cares about you as a human being, as a person. He wants to see you really excel as a player, and he knows that the only way to do that is through the grind, through hard work, through putting the hours and the effort in day after day. So that's his thing. He's gonna push you in practice, push you in workouts to be the best you can be. And he's your biggest fan when you're out there on the court.
Quickly backed up Randall's thoughts, saying he's like a father figure to me. And Mike and Clyde, even better for the Knicks, it isn't just Kenny Payne, but the whole staff that seems to have those qualities. Thibodeau said, I didn't just want coaches, I wanted teachers. I wanted guys who were going to be so supportive with developing players, and it's exactly what he's gotten. And so far this year, we've really seen that pay off for this young core, Mike.
Thanks, Rebecca. As Leonard called for a travel. Kenny Payne, by the way, he's got quite the basketball journey as a player. He was on the '86 national championship Louisville team. Averaged about 3.5 points per game for them. Played 4 years at Louisville and then played in the NBA briefly for 4 seasons. And professionally, how about all the places he was over in Europe? As Barrett gets inside, layup, no good. Mitchell Robinson. No, Robinson pulled his hands away. But Kenny Payne played in Italy, Japan, Brazil, the Philippines, Cyprus, China, Argentina. He was all over the place. Patterson connects.
Patterson got a start this afternoon. Hasn't disappointed, folks. So he's been lethal off coming in the game.
He's had 10 points off the bench. No Nick Batum. Batum with a groin injury. Knicks lead by 1. Payton tries a three-pointer.
Knicks can't allow these guys to finish with the flurry here with 3 balls. Got to continue to play good D.
Leonard looking to post up. Paul George swings at Patterson again, gets another look and hits another. Patterson with a season high in the first half.
Feasting right in front of their bench that time again.
Again, came into the game averaging 3.5 points per game. Randall misses. Here comes Leonard. Final minute, second quarter. Leonard spins against Barrett. Barrett trying to stay with him. Leonard can't get it to go. Ball tipped and taken by Payton. Payton gets in the paint. Can't score. And knocked out of his hands. He said it was last touched by George, but it's going to be Clipper ball.
Let's take a look at the good dishing by the Clippers around the perimeter. Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. So they've been swinging at Patterson, the recipient.
Terrence Mann back in. Patterson's 5 for 5 from the field, 3 for 3 from downtown. Coming into the game, again, he only played 7 games prior to this afternoon. He was 6 for 20 from three-point range. So a 2-point Clipper lead.
Knicks still got work to do with the 3 ball. Oh.
Ibaka misses. Foul call against Mitchell Robinson.
How did Ibaka miss that?